Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am C and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in today's reading for you with the cards that come out in this reading. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages and theories of cards that do come out. So the first card we have is the Three of Cups. We do have some water sign energy with this. Could be the Cancer, Pisces, even Scorpio. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And we have the World in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Cups. So this Ten of Cups showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like having the potential for things to work out really quite well in the situation with someone. I do feel like with this Ten of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to get to a good space and a good place with someone. I do feel like with the Three of Cups, this person that you may be dealing with or in connection with, they consider you a friend. I do feel like they feel comfortable with you. They feel like this connection is one that is actually one where they can feel like they can be their true selves, and they can also be able to kind of enjoy your presence and your company when it comes to the way they feel about you. I do feel like with the Three of Cups, this does feel like an energy of friendship. I also feel like this could also be a situation of being able to start out as friends and being able to establish something based upon that foundation. I do feel like with this Three of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a very supportive energy. So I even feel like people who are around you or around this connection kind of being in a space where they're quite supportive of this connection and even supportive of you. I do feel like with this Three of Cups, this does feel like energy of being able to actually have good moments and be able to create good experiences with someone. And with the Three of Cups, this also feels like a reason to celebrate. So I do feel like good news also coming in. But with the Four of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like a pretty closed off energy. I do feel like there's a sense of kind of being in a space of wanting to be able to be cautious before letting someone in. I do feel like there's a sense of also being cautious about jumping all in with someone in a connection and wanting to be able to kind of feel things out before you dive in all the way, like that all or nothing kind of feeling. I do feel like with this Four of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of kind of being a little bit more so reserved and not kind of letting this person in on having all of your cards on the table with them and kind of taking your time to get to that place with them. I do feel like with the World in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of kind of, you could be actually in a cycle with someone or experiencing what feels like a repeating pattern when it comes to a connection. It could feel like you're kind of in a space where it feels like this connection is repeating in some way as far as what you're experiencing or what it's bringing up. And I do feel like with the World in the reverse, this feels like an energy of unfinished business as well. So I do feel like there is something that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be actually brought to your attention, or even this person kind of bringing something to your attention. I do feel like it's like a missing piece to be able to get to this place where things are good in this connection. But I do feel like with the World card, this does feel like an energy of kind of experiencing a repeating lesson where perhaps the lesson wasn't fully learned. So I do feel like there's that opportunity in a encounter with this person. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Page of Swords. We've got the Tower card. It's in the reverse. We do have some Scorpio energy with this. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. And we have the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Death card in the reverse. And we have more Scorpio energy with this. So the Death card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of kind of being in a space of resisting something from being able to end. So I do feel like there could be actually something that needs to be able to move on from it and be able to be done with that part of a way in which this connection may have been going, or even some part of this connection needs to change. But I do feel like there's resistance to that. This feels like an energy of someone trying to keep things the same. But with the Death card in the reverse, I do feel like there is a necessary change. I do feel like this person is somebody who really is perhaps somebody who's more so stuck in their ways, but also feel like this person is somebody who's very committed to the way things were, as opposed to being able to open up to the idea of being able to connect in a different way, or even when it comes to being able to go through something that feels different. I do feel like with the Page of Swords showing up over here though, this does feel like a curious energy. This also feels like an energy of being in a space where somebody is very interested. I do feel like this person was also somebody who, I do feel like they're actually a little bit reserved with that. I do feel like they may be more so interested than they let on. So I do feel like this person kind of trying to find out more about you, more about this connection in ways that are not so apparent. So I do feel like this Page of Swords does also feel like an energy of someone kind of doing research, or what may feel like stalking in a situation. So I do feel like there could be that energy within this connection. I do feel like with the Tower card in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of trying to build something back together, put something back together and be able to build something up, kind of being able to have that reconciliation and connection with someone. I also feel like with this Tower card in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of trying to ensure that things stay kept together. Do you feel like there's a resistance to what comes next? I do feel like it's actually triggered by fear when it comes to someone being open with you and being open to this connection, and being open to the potential of being able to kind of connect in a new way, be able to move this connection to a new phase as well. With the Knight of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like quick communication coming in. I do feel like this Knight of Swords showing up over here does feel like though a sense of being in a space where somebody is quite, I do feel like they're taking action, is coming across impulsive and even sudden or unexpected when it comes to the way somebody's approaching you, or somebody is messaging you, or wanting to be able to make contact. Maybe something that is sudden or unexpected when it comes to hearing from somebody. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we've got the 7th house with partners. We have Gemini with I think. And we have Mercury with mind. So the 7th house card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a partnership with somebody and being able to make things work. I do feel like this is pertaining to 10 of Cups. This does feel like a connection with a lot of strong potential for being able to get to a really good place within a connection with someone, and when it comes to partnering up with somebody. I do feel like with the 7th house card showing up over here, this does feel like commitment. So I do feel like the intention is one of a commitment at the core of it. I do feel like with the Gemini card showing up over here, this feels like communication coming in. I also feel that this person has a lot to say, or has a lot on their mind that they have been thinking about. I do feel like with the Gemini card showing up over here that you could be dealing with a Gemini. But I also feel like with this Gemini card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to have the sense of partnership with this person. I do feel like with the Mercury card showing up over here, this also feels like communication. This also feels like being able to be on somebody's mind. I do feel like when it comes to this person, you are heavily on this person's mind. I do feel like also this person being in a space where even when you are not hearing from them, they are thinking about you and thinking about you quite a lot. I do feel like this person is one who's in a space where when it comes to this connection, it is something that actually affects them deeply. They do hold it quite dear. I do feel like with the Death card, this feels like an energy of being in a space of not wanting to lose someone, not wanting to lose a connection. It feels a little bit intense when it comes to the feelings, and this person may be going through this. I do feel like this partners card showing up over here with the 7th house card does also feel like an energy of kind of wanting to be able to have a partnership, wanting to be able to make a partnership work. And I do feel like there's a lot of potential for that with the 10 of Cups. I do feel like with this 7th house card showing up over here, as well as this Gemini card showing up over here, This could also be having your Gemini in the 7th house. This does feel like an energy of being able to experience connection through being able to have conversation. A person who's a good conversationalist, that is also a big part of your connection and how you build connection with this person. And with the 3rd house card the 3 of Cups showing up over here, so does feel like friendship. So I do feel like being able to enjoy in experiences, like being able to go out together, being able to socialize together, but also being able to have a lot of conversations with each other. And I do feel like with the Mercury card showing up over here, this does feel like you stay on this person's mind a lot more than perhaps they let you in on. But this does feel like an energy of, with the World card showing up in the reverse, this person, I do feel like they feel like something is unresolved. They are thinking about you a lot. And I do feel like with this World card showing up in the reverse, they could actually be something they want to be able to resolve with you as well. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.